Hi, this is room 112. It's day 34. We're here. We're going to continue to be here, and everything's okay. I hope you can see our sons are out. Mr. Christian, Miss Diane, Mr. Wilson, and myself are thinking about you. You're in our thoughts. We miss you, and we can't wait to see you again. Outside, you'll notice the stars are out, not a few clouds in the sky. It's nighttime. You're like, wait a second. Why are we having a lesson at nighttime? Well, we're going to come inside. We've already had our supper. We've done our lessons. We've had a busy day. Geraniums are out, lights are on. We've turned off TV, and it's about time for a snack. All right, I just got up from my comfy chair. I'm coming in here, and I'm like, my tummy's a little hungry for a snack. What could we have? Whoa, I see our desserts out. We've had a nice meal, and now we just need a little something before we go to bed. So what could it be? I see sponge cake, I see strawberries, I see sugar. Yes, we are going to have strawberry shortcake. Now, the most famous dessert made with shortcake is a strawberry shortcake. Now you theoretically could say, well, Mike, there's a peach shortcake, a blueberry shortcake, a chocolate shortcake. You could also add coconut in there, but the most famous recipe dessert that's made with shortcake is strawberry shortcake. June 14th is National Strawberry Shortcake Day. It was first used in a recipe in the 1580s in England. And it became popular in the United States around 1850s as a celebration of the time of the coming of summer. Now, we are just going to have a small shortcake here, but the world's largest strawberry shortcake was made in 2012, and it had over 280 pounds of whipped cream icing, and the cake was made of over 3,240 pounds of strawberries. Now, what you notice is that you're like, Mike, you don't have shortcake, you have a sponge cake here. And you're right, it's a northern thing. It really became popular in the north because we didn't know how to make shortcake. But in the past, they'd use pie crust in a circle, and they would crumble it up in pizzas. In the 1900s, it was popular. Shortcake was popular in the South, and the sponge cake is really a popular thing. It came out of Japan as a Christmas treat. Now, what we're going to do is you're like, why are we having the cake or the sugar here? What I'm going to do is I'm going to slice up the strawberries, going to put them in a bowl, going to add some sugar, let the sugar and the strawberries kind of suck up some of their juice for about an hour. And then it just adds that little bit of sweetness that everybody likes in a strawberry shortcake. Now, if I was doing the original recipe, I would take the shortcake, cut it in half, put strawberries, whipped cream, and on the top. That was famous. It was the thing to do in the 1866 when you're like, ooh, I'm going to a fancy restaurant in New York City. That's how they would serve the strawberry shortcake. Now, I told my wife, oh, wait, I'm not going to, and I think I left it downstairs. We won't go downstairs. But whipped cream became popular for putting on strawberry shortcake when they started getting refrigerators in about the later half of in the 1900s or so, when they really got refrigeration and used blocks of ice. The Transcontinental Railroad, this is a little bit of history coming in. The Transcontinental Railroad, because you could go back and forth from California to the East Coast quite rapidly, you can get the strawberries from California, and that really made strawberry shortcake even more popular. When we get into strawberries, hang on, I'm trying to open this up at the same time with one hand. We're looking at the strawberries right here. You'd say, how many seeds are on a strawberry? And there's about 200 seeds on a strawberry, roughly. I'm not going to count them, but there's approximately 200 seeds on a strawberry. That means that it's the only fruit with the seeds on the outside, which also means that strawberries are truly not a true berry. All right, so it's not really a true berry, as the seeds are on the outside, and each one of these seeds actually could be considered its own separate fruit if you have the definition of berries in there. Now, the other thing that you need to know is that when you talk about shortcake, short doesn't refer to the size, it means crumbly. Now, you're saying, Mike, why is the butter out there? The first strawberry shortcakes were served hot with butter on them. In the early history of the United States, right after the Civil War, strawberry shortcake parties were the in thing. So people would just say, oh, we're going to have a strawberry shortcake party, and everybody would come over to your house. Now, as a cultural reference, dating me a little bit, back in the days, Fonzie and Happy Days, Fonzie referred to shortcake as Richie Cunningham's sister, Joni. He always called Joni shortcake. So that's a popular reference. In the 1980s, actually 1979, a man named Muriel, and his last name is spelled Fahrion, developed the cartoon or the doll of Strawberry Shortcake. And if you had that doll, it would be worth $1,200. It was made in 1979. It was popular as a cartoon in the 1980s, Strawberry Shortcake. Our English teachers are going to say, hey, throw us a bone. What about English teachers? Shakespeare coined the phrase strawberry shortcake in one of his plays, The Merry Wives of Windsor. So another little cultural reference of shortcake in there. So right now I'm going to be careful. You always ask permission from your parents, but we're going to slice up these strawberries. We're going to, like I said, put a little bit of sugar in there, let it sit for an hour. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to put it on top of my shortcake, or my sponge cake here, on top of my sponge cake, covering it all the way up. When we were kids at home, we would put a little bit of milk in there. It was really good. That's how I'm used to it. My wife does not. She's going to put whipped cream on top of hers. So it's going to be sponge cake, strawberries, whipped cream, kind of cut it up in there. And then it's a perfect little snack. We would have been living earlier in this time. We would have put hot butter on it, but we're going with the sponge cake variety that's popular in Japan. Going to go with that. And we're going to have a nice little tasty fruit. One other little tidbit that I found out when I was doing this is that in the United States, they don't have to tell you what variety of strawberries that they're using. It just says strawberries. So they don't tell you the variety. People will tell you that wild strawberries are a lot better tasting, and that strawberries, before we got to genetically engineering and when they were really only a seasonal treat, in June or so, the strawberries had a much better flavor and they're more of a natural taste. They weren't so bland tasting. But we digress about that. We'll talk about strawberries another time when we're talking about rhubarb. But for now, my little tummy's rumbling. I'm going to have a strawberry shortcake and have a nice little dessert, and then see you in the morning. I hope you had a good day today. I hope that it was an excellent day for you. Just know that we're thinking about you, and you're in our thoughts, and I hope that you have a great day. All right, take care.